You know something? We haven't had a good, proper good night video for a little bit. And I haven't really just wandered around and said goodnight to all of you. And just spent some time enjoying the soft greenness. So I think it's time to do that, huh? Oh, it's so soft. This leaf is so unbelievably tender compared to some of these other leaves. But they make that great rustling sound. And I'm pretty fond of that too. So I messed with you a bit. I just turned you around because I see all your leaf growth is kind of going in one direction. So I'm kind of giving you a bit of the spin so that the side facing the light is a different side, just to shake things up. So we'll see what happens and whether or not that changes the direction of your growth. Okay, we moved you away from some of the grow light, but I'm still worried about you. And I'm not seeing as much new growth as I want. So, doing our best here. And I think you do look lovely. And you're standing on a pot with water. So that should be keeping you pretty happy. We'll see if this lower light situation is what you want. Alright, you. You just arrived earlier this week. Oh, what a glow you have to you. We're not going to repot you this week. I've got you sitting in the pot you came in and then kind of perched in another pot so that you could hang. But I think we will pot you out into this rather pretty pink purpley pot when you've had a little chance to acclimate. Now, I picked you specifically for this spot, so I'm hoping that you're going to get along well here, and I think the two of you hanging here could be very pretty together. It is my lowest light spot in the room, which is a little tricky, and I think, you know, they tried to scant you over doing okay over here, but I wanted them to flourish, and they weren't flourishing, so that's what I'm really hoping for you. And if you don't flourish here, then we'll move you somewhere else too. So much going on over this side of the room now. So first of all, my goodness, 2 grow lamps, 2 humidifiers. So it's like my own tiny little greenhouse of sorts. And really, that's all for you. You're all very spoiled. But I wouldn't have it any other way because we want you to do well. And by we, I mean, I guess I want you to do well. And I think of you as a part of the whole collective we. You know, I think that you have a drive to do well and to grow well, and you need the right conditions and atmosphere. So I'm trying to give you that. So this is quite fun. I have quite a bit that's going on over here right now. I do. I must say that Miss Paphiopedilum, that bloom is winding down, and that's okay. Gave me a beautiful bloom. And you do have new growth coming in, but it's tucked in all the way under here. Yeah. So we'll just have to see what we can do to make sure that gets light. And, oh gosh, so you only came in recently and you came in bud, but I was not expecting these flowers to open right now. And that's just gorgeous, and you're sort of sitting there. Wow. Next to Sherry Baby, and giving us lovely colour together. Because Sherry Baby has been carrying on beautifully. You're so wee, on here. So I got you a piece of driftwood, and I'm not exactly sure when, but pretty soon, after you've been in the house a couple of weeks, we're probably going to try and do a mount for you, and mount you on the driftwood. And that's new because I have not mounted any of my orchids yet. But I think that'll help me keep a closer eye and make sure that you're getting exactly what you need. And yeah, the Tradescantia, you're looking happier over here by this light. And this one, the Fantasy Venice, you're just so huge now. Wow. Just everything is looking so lovely. And oh yeah, you're also new. You have a beautiful leaf form. So I asked the man who was selling you, I said, can I have a cymbidium? Here's what the conditions are. It'll be under a light. It'll be inside. And he said, you should do pretty well here under these lights. So I've got the lights on a timer at the moment. At the moment we're doing 14 hours, and we'll cut those back for winter. But you look so lush and healthy, and these strappy leaves, and I miss cymbidium so much, so I'm really hoping that you will fit in here and grow nicely and grow well. You're just chugging along, about a year out, maybe a couple of years out from blooming size. But just adding to this magnificent greenery. I don't know how long you're going to stay tucked back in there, the coffee plant. But it's kind of fun where you are right now. So this is fantastic. You've been just getting taller. And those leaves are still so glossy and shiny. And I think eventually, not anytime soon, but I think eventually you're going to be one of the floor plants. I mean, obviously, Miss Monstera here is going to be a floor plant before too long, because, alright, well, I'm not saying that you've been bad. I'm just saying that when I lifted the pot out of the cage pot to take you to the sink to water, you had huge, healthy Monstera roots growing all the way out of the pot. Should we pick you up and see? And see these ridiculous roots? Oh, I don't know if I can pick you up one-handed, but see, ridiculous roots. So, I think I'm going to be repotting you very, very soon indeed. But that's okay, because what should I complain about? I should complain that you're healthy and happy and growing huge. I don't think that's a complaint. All right. Good night. Good night to all of you. Rest up. Tomorrow's another bright day to grow.